We're coming. This is our home.
This was our home. We were Viltrumites.
I choose death.
Oh yeah, what did that line mean? He said he chooses death, but like, for you. I choose death for you. Because not only did he not die, he took 0 damage, unlike the planet, which took massive, massive damage. Invincible Season 4, Episode 8. The season finale, and like, what an insane season already. Welcome to Earth, guys. I have so many things to recommend that you try. Do they have pizza on Viltrum? If not, you should definitely try it. You should go to New York and have pizza. This is just so amazing. The whole setup, the whole plot. One thing the show's done really, really well, I guess consistently throughout the whole, but like notably back to back in 2 subsequent seasons, is have really great, interesting, unique, memorable villains. Last season, and I guess this season to some extent, with Conquest, and now with Thrag. Like, they're not just copy-paste cliche villains. They're very interesting. With Thrag, they really nailed the physical thing of like, man, we thought Nolan was strong. We thought Conquest was strong. Thrag just on a different level. But then just emotionally, character-wise, there's something about his obsession with this and like how it links to his perceived failure, not taking care of Thaddeus, letting Argyle, his mentor, who he really worshipped, I guess because he got a purpose, or he received a purpose from him, die, doing this whole purge thing, which there were some really great comments on the last video about, for example, Thrag seemed willing to die in that. So, you know, there's consistency there with his beliefs to some extent. It's deeper than just physical strength. It's like willingness to do anything for Viltrum. There's sacrifice in there. It's also, I was thinking later, interesting parallel to Mark, who, you know, he's getting there, right? But so much of his journey throughout the duration of the show is him like looking for conviction, not really feeling that convicted. Nolan also, while a little bit more steadfast, wavering in his conviction. Thrag, not at all wavering in his conviction whatsoever. Like, he will do whatever it takes. Like, I believe him that he will die for it. Oh man, he looks focused. Who do we have? There's no one here, right? We got here first. They got here first. Wow. Good luck, Guardians. Guardians minus Rudy. Oh man, here we go. How is this not the finale of the whole series? Oh man, yeah, they are pissed. They are so pissed. As you might expect, having had their planet destroyed. That's terrifying. This is horrific. D-Day has finally come. Like, we knew it would happen, but I thought Mark would be here for this. Okay. Run. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry this happened to you. Oh, man. Cecil is not going to have a good day.
You need to stop worrying and sleep.
That is one of the most difficult things Mark can do right now. That is so impossibly difficult. No way am I sleeping. You know, my mom is on that planet, among other people. They're probably looking for her, speaking of which. There's one silver lining here, and only one silver lining. This sort of puts into perspective the whole idea that, like, humans are parasites. Surely, they've finally come around to Team Humanity. We're united in this, at least, right? This helps us refocus on what matters. We're rooting for humans to win.
I don't need...
There's nothing we can do until we get home.
This is logical,
We're
but I
still
mean,
days away.
we're not in a logical place right now.
You looked dumb before.
Oh, Alan stayed on the planet.
Now you look regal. Still a little dumb, though.
Dumb and regal.
Hey, this is really serious. I got big shoes to fill, even if Thetis, you know, wore those weird slipper things.
I don't know. I'll take Alan over Thetis any day.
It's just overseeing the defense of a few hundred planets, myriad civilizations, and trillions of lives. Decisions that affect the entire galaxy and everyone in it.
We can do it. One
What
hug at a
if,
time.
Hypothetically, someone found that level of responsibility, you know, uncomfortable.
I'd be worried if you didn't feel uncomfortable. That would be a terrible, terrible sign. I think we can do a lot
Come on.
worse than Alan.
Everyone's
think
waiting
that's
for your
obvious.
inauguration.
Though, like, I feel, well, I mean, he has responsibilities. I kind of wish he was with us, you know, but understandable that this is his role now. Earth is not in his jurisdiction. I mean, like, ultimately, this maybe is a bad move for the universe because it takes Alan off the board.
I figure we can use my space station as a base
You
of
have a
operations.
space station?
It won't be easy, and we'll probably die, but we could search for them from orbit and then try to take them out one by one.
We're all very tense right now.
I'm ready for anything.
That is great. That means a lot. I appreciate the sentiment. Speaking of ride or die, but yeah, we're not here right now. It's kind of rude. Yeah, they're gone.
You guys are the best.
Just eat your protein sludge.
We're entering Earth's solar system.
Finally.
Oh, so you were listening.
What?
The selective attention, just tuning out the ninnying. Oh no, I feel bad now because I was making fun of her too for being useless. And now like Mark and Nolan are treating her like she's useless. Oh, she's got to be so lonely with that Alan too, right? And Oliver's still recovering.
The ship will stop behind the moon and we'll
Disguise,
drop down to
right,
Earth
yeah.
as quietly as we can.
That's smart. Don't announce your
If
presence.
Thrag and his people
You
are
can't take
there,
them all at once. You can't even take Thrag.
Wait for reinforcements.
I don't think that, yeah, he's gonna go. He can't even wait for the ship. I was waiting for him to jump out of the airplane. Spaceship. This is not strategic, speaking of not logical. He hasn't figured out how to control his emotions yet. I mean, like, that's not a judgment because of how crazy this is and what's at stake and all he's been through. But you can't, like, you're never breathing again all your problems like you did with Conquest. And I mean, you couldn't even, you're never breathing again to solve your problems with Conquest, at least not without dying. What changes since the last time you fought Thrag? You're like more angry, more desperate. How much does that inform your punching ability? Also, there's the risk that, like, if they are looking for Mark's home and they don't know where it is and they manage to spot him, he could lead them there.
They're not here.
Good. That's good.
In this city.
He's gonna be fine. But we were worried that...
Oh, okay, right. Speaking of which. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is not, what's his name? This is not Brain Dude. Yeah, you can't, like, you're never touching my family again this problem away either. What are you gonna do against Thrag? I would be really, really worried about this situation if Paul wasn't here. Save us, Paul. Maybe this is the way that Debbie and Nolan reconcile. There's no way Debbie dies, right?
This is the smallest repayment for what you did to us.
Oh, that didn't just happen. No, 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 no way. No way that happened.
Mark!
Oh my God. Oh my God, that got me. I mean, I knew that was a dream. I knew that was a vision. It could definitely happen that way though, hypothetically.
Mom, I'll tell
Oh
you
my
everything,
God.
I promise.
I mean, yeah.
But-
Wow.
I need to see you first.
Let's not have any more visions, please. It's just sort of awkwardly hovering there.
You let Oliver get hurt? Then left him on some alien planet alone?
He's not alone. We have friends there.
This is not helping, honestly. I understand Debbie's feelings, but the situation, I don't know, stakes.
You are very fucking trying right now.
You haven't,
Oliver was
to be
so
fair, you
brave.
haven't seen what we've seen. You haven't been through what we went through.
Mark would have made you proud.
Yes,
Both of them gave everything to save the lives of people they'll never even meet.
this is true.
Debbie, it broke my heart to see him hurt.
You need to have
Believable.
a heart to have it broken.
Yeah, now we're like flipped to the other side, right? Like, oh,
Stop.
okay.
You need to give me a chance to make things right.
She
I don't
doesn't?
need to do anything
Right.
for you.
I think she, like, okay, also not judging Debbie for this at all based on what Nolan has done and what Debbie's been through. She is perfectly within her rights to, like, never want to see him again, not want to interact with him. She just happens to be somewhat wrong, right? Like, she's off. People don't always change, but people can change. And, like, maybe you had the aptitude and the skill to get, like, the perfect snapshot of a person and who they were at a particular moment. But, like, this is happening live, you know? We're in real time here. People are not single frame pictures. She's working with that model, and, you know, like, a lot has transpired. It hasn't been a lot of time, but it's been a lot of event. And I think from our perspective, like, it's not the same Nolan in a very important way, at least from the Nolan she's working with. And then also, I think she's just not properly weighing what's happening, right? If she had seen Mark's vision, for example, if she had been there and seen Thrag and understood the threat and understood that Nolan was fighting that threat and that it's not just her children's life at stake, but like sort of an incalculable amount of children's lives in the universe that are at stake, that you have to make choices. They're doing their best very selflessly, like Nolan pointed out. I think it's maybe a mistake to try to compare pain and I don't want to trivialize it, but like there's so much more going on right now that at least makes me feel like the perspective is just not balanced. This is also notable because that felt like real pain from Nolan. It didn't feel like excuse making. It didn't feel like, you know, justification. It just actually felt like pain. Please just talk to me. But, you know, he probably shouldn't be so physically forceful given his history.
But you will.
How dare you?
You believe in rehabilitation.
Oh no, he's got our number. Your weakness is your soft, soft heart.
Let me show you who I am now.
If you had done that without like the physical force, you know, like the actual blocking her path, would have been a little bit better, but it does feel genuine.
I don't know where you're sleeping, but it's not here.
This sounds like progress. Yeah, I mean, he can sleep wherever he wants, probably. You are a very neglectful father.
You're so... alive!
I missed you too.
Yeah.
And you're so...
You have
this.
like a horse on your face. Is that an animal cracker?
Wait, is the war over? Did we win? What happened?
Bro. Wow.
Eve?
Mark!
Okay.
I thought...
Hey. Don't you know him?
Right. Invincible. Yeah. Oh yeah, they were gone a long, long time. That's right. That's right. I had my intestines removed, so she's gonna be pregnant now, like visibly pregnant.
And my powers came back.
They just came back?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
wait.
still
Oh
nervous
no.
about them, so I've
Oh.
been focusing on
Oh.
my classes and taking some
Oh.
upper level courses.
Wait.
And my dad threw his back out at work, so I Stayed here to help him and my mom around the house.
Oh, God. Imagine how much I had to hear about that, about his back, and how his taxes don't pay for his back. Adam, the kind of person to be happy that his back breaks so he can complain about it, because he's the victim.
I haven't had the time to take care of myself much, so...
Did you put on some weight?
All I noticed was how much I missed you.
Correct answer.
The Viltrumites, they're just out there somewhere. We destroyed their home.
Oh, so wait, so they were not on Earth? I see. That wasn't Earth that we saw. It looked very Earth-like, though. I thought they meant they're not here in the city, but they're just not on Earth. They will
Let that go.
arrive. They will come, yeah.
With the Guardians and Cecil and everyone else, would...
If they
It's
decide
different.
to come here,
They have Thrag, for one thing, yeah.
nothing we do would make any difference at all.
At this point, yeah, that's how it appears.
Quantum components are in superposition.
Oh, we actually built it, right? We built the
We're ready.
teleporter to the other planet, not leaving them behind. They're gonna be maybe old. Now we invade your planet. That would be really cathartic.
Shut it down.
Damn. This is the man.
That's the second fuck up we've had this month.
We're trying.
I know, like, only 2 fuck-ups to sort of, you know.
Why are there no reports? They're planning revenge while we do nothing.
Speaking of, like, not having seen what we've seen. A cornered Viltrumite is more dangerous than a jackal. Someone played Metal Gear Solid. But, like, for real, they have nothing to lose. Honestly, I'm not super convinced the planet destruction thing wasn't a huge mistake. Because the planet Viltrum was never the threat. It wasn't the rock.
While I am concerned too, this is just going to take some time, you know?
Do something.
They stop complaining.
We do not appreciate your flippantness.
I don't appreciate your whining. You gotta establish
Well,
dominance.
I don't appreciate
Alan.
your angry-ness.
That wasn't it.
Any number of Viltrumites is too many.
Yeah, they
And
just
none
want,
of our
like,
worlds will be
eradication.
safe until the entire
They're not even
race-
sugarcoating it, yeah. Genocide! Nothing short of genocide.
Thetis was a Viltrumite, and he led this council for decades.
Thetis was a Viltrumite in name only.
What? So what's the criteria?
Mark and Oliver, too. They saved our lives.
Well, they're one of the good ones, you know?
Did Thetis trust them? Or was he simply using them as a weapon against their own people?
Plausible. I wouldn't put it past him. I don't know. I get the pressure here. I don't think you want to lose sight of yourself or
As
them.
much as I love discussing genocide with all of you,
Here we go,
we
yeah.
will find the Viltrumites,
It's much better.
no matter where they are hiding.
No
And when that
equivocating.
happens, I will decide what we do next.
Nice. There you go. Yeah, you shut your mouth. Shut your traps. If only we could defeat the Viltrumites by whining. This problem would have been solved a long time ago. But yeah, where are the Viltrumites, actually? Speaking of which, I was so convinced, like Mark was, that they were on their way to Earth. I thought this was the episode. What could they be doing? Because they could just take Earth if they wanted to.
Their entire planet?
I did. I flew, like, all the way through the magma.
We didn't have much of a choice.
You did, though. You did? You just pissed them
Where
off.
are they going to go now if they don't have a home?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's the problem for some other planet. Uh-oh. This is a vision. I don't trust you anymore, Mark. Oh, this could be real. This could so easily be real at any moment. Yeah, he's gonna keep seeing this. At one point, this might actually be real. Like, I won't know. Yeah, they like the ripping of the jaws.
Hey,
The constant
we're
anxiety.
here.
That's tough.
It's okay.
Yeah, like it literally could happen. It could happen in a heartbeat. Who knows? He's gonna live with that weight,
Man.
that dread.
He's still
all the
processing
time.
whatever happened to him out there.
Yeah, I mean that and the anticipation of what's to come.
They just left Oliver
Oh no!
alone.
Oh no, Paul. Paul's out of his depth right now, but he'll do his best.
Every time Mark was hurt, I was there for him.
You've done
Why
your
don't you
job.
go see Oliver.
I just said he's on some alien world a billion miles from here.
Well, don't let that stop you.
That kind of thing's never stopped you before.
Yeah, Paul really does know Debbie.
All that stuff is your world, whether you think it is or not.
Are you breaking up with me? Why does it feel like a breakup? He's right though. I mean, Debbie did marry Nolan. There's something there for her, or at least there was. He does have a point.
That's probably also another reason why things between us didn't work out.
What? Oh, we already broke up.
I'm just glad we're still friends.
Oh, poor Paul. He's such a nice guy.
You're as much a part of these aliens, space wars, and superhero showdowns as
Oh.
Mark or Oliver are.
It's only in the relationship's failure, in the wake of the breakup, did I realize how right he was the whole time. Paul is so great. Now I have the space to see it. It's just a little bit too late. What a tragedy.
Believe it or not, today's the most I've flown since you left. I missed it.
She doesn't seem like she's okay.
I know what happened with my powers.
Oh. Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
They
Now?
weren't working.
Before, I mean, honesty is good, but like, oh, why now?
There's something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
You can tell me anything.
It's painful. Oh, no. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what to think. Is it real or not? Stop messing with me. It could be real. Not real. Yeah. I mean, she could also, like, vaporize him if she turns her limiter off, right? This is going on so long, though. Wait, what the hell? No, I don't believe it. No way. No.
Mark?
This is kind of annoying. I mean, I knew it was a vision the whole time. I had no doubt.
It's okay.
Are you sure?
Honestly, I mean, not to put it past them to do that, but I don't know, like, that feels more of a conquest thing than a Thrag thing, if that makes sense. Just assuming that the whole orientation stems from the desire to make Viltrum powerful again, I don't really see how, like, torturing Mark directly furthers that aim. This feels very much like just Mark's anxiety, right? His feelings of powerlessness. I mean, if Thrag did just want revenge, and that was the motivation, the best thing he could do is just blow up Earth without warning. See how you like it. Yeah, that's real fair. Just fly through my planet's core out the other side, turn it into space rocks. Also, like, this means that Eve is not going to tell him because he's freaking out, and like, it's kind of a relief for me because that would have been incredibly uncomfortable and painful. Yeah, I really feel like the time for honesty is like in the beginning. Honestly, always good, but it just gets worse and worse the more you put it off. You know, just do it right away. You don't gotta make choices for everyone. You can let people know what's going on, especially people who are so involved and have stakes in it, who might really care. If you're gonna do something, if you're really convicted and you want to make a choice, well, then you should probably make that choice as virtuously as you possibly can, if such a thing is possible. Whatever your thoughts on it are, we can just put aside the abortion argument, and that's a separate thing from the lie, and the lie is not okay, or the obstruction of the truth. If you're going to make the choice and you're really convicted in that choice, then you have to be honest about it. Trying to think of an analogy. This is not great, but let's say you're in a relationship and you're convinced you need to see other people. Like, it's just a decision you came to. Like, I'm not satisfied in my relationship. I need to see other people. Just take it for granted you're convicted in that. And then instead of either talking to your partner about, I don't know, an open relationship or something, or breaking up with your partner and being honest about, like, yeah, I just need to see other people, you decide to just, like, have it all and cheat. Those are two different things. If you're going to make the choice, make the choice. And now it's even worse because it just feels like this isn't even the desire for truth. It's not, you know what, I need to be honest. It just feels like guilt. This is that sort of situation that I think I've experienced where the confessor thinks that this is going to be a good thing because, oh, I'm coming clean. I'm doing the right thing. But for the recipient, it's like, you just couldn't bear the weight of it anymore. You were just going to lie to me and keep this from me the whole time, except that you couldn't handle the guilt of it. And it's not a great look.
Fuck.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
I had an abortion.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, this is devastating.
What?
I was pregnant, Mark.
I would be shattered. I would be destroyed.
I didn't tell you because I wanted you thinking about coming home alive, not
Don't do me any
this.
favors, please.
I made a decision. But I should have... I don't know. Oh my God.
Was not expecting major social issues this episode. Tough situation for Mark. I mean, I don't know.
Sorry I did this to you. I should have been here.
It's a very mature response.
I love you.
Very, very magnanimous reaction. That's really what he felt in that moment, you know, like just concern for her and seeing that she's distraught, choosing to focus on his love for her, that's huge. No matter what you felt about it, one thing you definitely wouldn't need to do is punish her for it because she's already punishing herself. What we thought we were going to get, intergalactic space war against the Viltrumites. What we actually got, the abortion special. Often the problem with these sorts of things and the reason why it's so tough to approach, whether people admit it or not, or whether they're even conscious of it or not, the conversation isn't really happening along the strata of the issue. The conversation or the debate is happening along the strata of the side. And so, of course, you're not really gonna like get anywhere or come to any mutual understanding. It was sort of doomed to begin with because it's sort of a battle for ground or points or something. And there's this feeling like if you concede anything, if you give any points or allow for any sort of nuance, you are weakening your position. And so like the floodgates will open and you'll lose. Trying to get to something interesting about these issues, trying to find what actually is the crux of the matter doesn't happen because that's not actually the goal. Maybe it sounds so simple it's dumb, but like I think just being clear about that kind of unravels a lot of it. I think the reason why it's so persistent as an issue and why it's so difficult to really make any ground is because there's just sort of some undefinable things in there somewhere. And I think it's likely most of us have our own thinking about that, and maybe we feel very strongly about that. But feeling very strongly about it doesn't change the fact that it kind of persists as an ambiguous problem. And I think the fact that it's so difficult to address and so persistent as an issue is one of those cases where like that itself is perhaps proof of kind of the unsolvability of that problem. And I think what happens a lot on this issue is people are talking past each other. One thing I would really love to see, this sort of a dream of mine, is that like we could operate more under the assumption assumption that like people aren't evil, and generally speaking, people are well-meaning. We want the same things ultimately, most likely. Of course, there are outliers, but I guess this is just anecdotal to me, right? But I've lived, however many decades on Earth. I met a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people. Like I've been all over the world. People are generally good. Maybe they haven't thought everything all the way through, and like we absolutely follow incentives. But when push comes to shove, at the core, I think Kingdom Hearts is light. Maybe this sounds corny. Like, can't we all just get along? But I really believe that, and I think that gets lost sometimes in the kind of politicking of it, which is why this is so important to me. This whole Thaddeus stuff of like, I'm not actually on your side. I know it's kind of tedious, and there's an instinct to say like, well, of course we know that, but you have to live in reality and you have to kind of play the game. And it's like, yes, but I think it's just human nature that we get very emotional about the issues we dig our heels into. And part of the journey of trying to be better and trying to have a heroic spirit, so to speak, is by like constantly reminding ourselves and refreshing ourselves of the highest view and not getting kind of like trapped and congealing into a lower strata that came from the higher strata but got lost. It's not a one-time thing. Like you don't make it. You have to actively like keep lifting your head up to look at the highest thing. And so I think that deliberate focus and the statement of that intent is really important. There's a much better, much sweeter, much stronger game. We don't really know, or we can't really name what the highest ultimate goal is. Personally, the best I can do, what I think it is, even though this is insufficient, I just have a feeling that all virtues are going to be under the umbrella of like, what are the best practices? What are the best things towards like this sort of godlike potential of creation? And that exists as an ideal. And I think that is a really clear guideline in very obvious cases, right? Like when there's just destruction for no reason that just serve nothing really. That sort of self-defeating destruction or sabotage or whatever. But it's harder at the top level because we don't really know how things play out, especially when you throw in time. And I'm not even saying like, no one can be adamant about the issue, but we're not each other's enemies in it. That distinction is important to me. Now, all that said, just me on a personal level, as Mark, I am absolutely gutted by this. But it's so complicated, right? Like there's a part of it that I really admire because also there's Eve, there's Eve and she's a human being. Mark loves Eve. He's got to be there for her and she's suffering. And like he chose to be compassionate to her. I think that takes a lot of strength. This isn't rough, man. Like I feel duped. This is not what I signed up for. They lure you in with conquest and Viltrumites and space travel and Alan the alien, How do you feel about abortion?
You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Everything you
Oh, is this the site? Speaking of guilt.
Think it's a good idea coming back here again?
Oh, this is interesting.
Earth or this specific spot?
Yes.
Take your pick.
Hi, Cecil.
I will never not be afraid of you.
That's fair. We gotta just accept that again.
If it means anything.
You can't speak your piece though. Yeah.
For all the suffering I caused you.
It's so like
Earth.
Different scale, I don't know.
Specific spot.
Yes. Take your pick. Like, man, it's so true. In addition to being a great, amazing character, Conquest was a very good read of people. Now that he's pointed that out, I'm like, wow, he's 100% right. That's so spot on. Nolan, a lot of the strength of his character comes through in the scarcity of his words. Something I could probably stand to learn from. Like, that was a setup, right? That was a setup for the same thing Cecil said, volleying that tennis ball back to him. But nope, not Nolan. It's not worth his energy.
Yeah, it means something. I'm not sure it means enough, but it means something.
I mean, even that's sort of charitable.
I assume since you're back, you all won the war? I don't need to worry about your old Viltrumite pals dropping by unannounced.
We won the war against the planet.
You call that winning? Because you know what I call it? 40 very pissed off space super Nazis who are going to be hungry for revenge.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm saying.
I know that Earth just happens to be where you and Mark keep your loved ones.
This is a valid criticism. But their planet, though. Their planet is gone.
I can stay. Help protect Earth in case they come. Make up for my mistakes.
You can't make up for your
Earth
mistakes.
Isn't your therapy couch, Nolan.
Right. Speaking of which, right? Yeah. Maybe it's a similar thing to what I was saying about Eve, right? Like the reason kind of matters. Because I mean, that's the whole point of the character judgment, right? We're trying to establish predictions for the future and like determine how much to trust you, etc. So maybe materially it looks the same, right? Like I'm apologizing and I'm here to stay, or I'm confessing the truth to you or whatever. But why? If it's still a selfish action, then like I still am not able to put my trust in you, because what happens when this is not aligned with your selfish interests? Again, like speaking of looking at the highest thing, these things sound obvious, right? Like, okay, yeah, there's no good people, there's no bad people. They're just shortcuts. Everyone knows that, Alex. But I really think that clear, explicit framing is important, because otherwise there's drift. We lean into the shortcut and we dig our heels into the shortcut. It gets rigid. It becomes condensed and dull and less true. Yeah, it takes more work. Tough. That's just what it is.
Until then, get the fuck off my planet.
Man, that's so many badass moments.
Great start. Nearly died 2,341 more times, and then we can talk.
Yeah, I mean, Cecil also has established that he's open to rehab if it's suitable for Earth, right? That's his North Star. Like, I'm sorry, Nolan, but like, you got to pay the price for what you've done, and you can't undo it, and you can't make it right. This is not going to happen. You just have to accept that as part of the role.
How are you doing?
Terrible. How do you think I'm doing?
I should be asking you that.
Oh my God, he's so nice.
No.
If it's honest.
I got you pregnant, and then I wasn't here for you, and you had to...
Don't do that, though.
It's not fucking okay.
What is happening right now? All right, this is sort of confusing. What I would imagine in this situation is that it's more than it appears, and this is just like emotions, right? His emotions are going haywire because there's so much has happened. Thrag scared him so bad. Thrag scared him so bad, and like, he's right to be scared. And he came back to Earth, and everything he's known, everything he's loved is at stake, and it's all so fragile and can be snatched at him from any time. Oh, and also, guess what? Your girlfriend, the love of your life, aborted your baby. Yet another thing I'm powerless to help with, right? But if we do take it at face value, if it is what it looks like, don't blame yourself for it, man. You had no wrongdoing in this. You had no idea.
I was just making things worse out there.
It's connected, yeah.
All we did was give them nothing to lose. It's like there's this bomb that's gonna go off somewhere.
Yeah, now he's scared. He's just real scared.
Once we find them, I'm gonna have to go back out there and fight them again.
And Thrag will be there.
I can't do this to you.
Are we breaking up? Are you breaking up with me?
It's not fair.
I'm still dealing with the loss of Paul. My heart can't take it anymore.
Mark, stop.
Yeah, you need to take a breath, like for real.
I know what could happen to you, or me, or anyone else.
That's happened.
I've lost people. People I loved more than anything.
When you say people, plural, I don't think so. I think there was person, and that person is Rex, the only person who's ever died, except for now Conquest. Wow, that's an elite club. Rex and Conquest, the only people who can die.
I know at some point it's gonna hurt worse than I've ever been hurt before. But not being here, not trying, not taking those risks with you, that's not how
Nice
I
crutch
live.
shot.
You just need to make the same choice.
This is amazing. I really love the sentiment behind this.
Maybe it'll be me off in space for 10 months next time.
Maybe we can go to space for 10 months together. We can eat hot protein shakes together. Hot protein sludge. Wow, that was great. You know, it's funny, watching all the hero shows I watch, and sports anime for that matter, I think I'm very gradually, very slowly condensing it into like, what is at the heart of it. And I think there's kind of a pattern to it of like, you admit all of the worst of it. You don't sugarcoat anything. Reality is reality. And that itself is a beautiful thing, as painful as it is. Yeah, it's all of these things and more. It's struggle. It's gonna suck, and people are gonna die. And death and atrophy are a built-in part of the structure of our universe, and you're not gonna fight it. You just have to accept that that's a part of it. And yet, we are going to do everything that is possibly in our power with every fiber of our being to do as best as we can, because it's worth it. Because there's beauty to life, and there's beauty to people, and there's beauty to the world, and it's worth fighting for. It does nothing for anyone to just curl up in a ball and pretend that it just sucks, and that nothing matters, and that there's nothing anyone can do, and there's no hope. That's easy. And that just ends up being a contributor to the suffering. At some point, you just gotta like stand up and face it. And I think there's a relief in that. I think there's a relief in just like, let that train hit you. Like, yeah, it's pain. You know, you're gonna fuck up, as my former boss and mentor used to say. And yet, there's still hope for you. There's still hope for us all, you know, as long as we're alive. I think a lot of the dissonance, it comes from the trying to like rewrite the reality of it. No, this isn't true. Like, there's no danger to me. It's all fine. Turning away from it. But I think the best way up is through. I think this is one of the reasons why the great shows usually have both extremes, right? It's like you have just the worst, you know, the absolute worst of life and humanity. And then in response to that, you have the best. Different shows do this in different ways. You know, I watch a lot of anime. Attack on Titan, hard to imagine it being much worse, at least early on, you know, but we fight for something. We fight for a little bit of space and for some hope. My Hero Academia, very positive, very optimistic of a show, but like there's some painful truths in there. Things hurt, and yet, but still, your mission is to do your best and do what you have to do to like at least not contribute to the suffering. And like, yeah, that's gonna be hard work, you know, but tough. This is your life.
Hello, Eve.
Mr. Grayson?
Oh, that's polite.
Just Nolan, please.
This angry face looks a little bit different.
I'm sorry, Debbie. I was just leaving.
Good.
Would you pack a lunch?
Me with you.
Whoa, what? Oh, Oliver. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Paul. You're a part of this space stuff too, Debbie.
He's a good man, and I care for him very much.
He is a good man.
But our lives were too different.
That is true, yeah.
He's offered to help, so call him if there's any problems with the house. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
Paul, we didn't know how good we had it until he was gone. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Poor Paul. He'll be missed. That's the most tragic death, Debbie and Paul's relationship. But how are we gonna eat spaghetti now? Even in the breakup, Paul was gracious and helpful, helping in his way. Do what you can for now, speaking of My Hero Academia.
I would do it for you. Oliver's no different.
No question, no doubt in my mind that she would do anything she had to for either of them, which is one of my favorite things about Debbie, especially the Oliver side, right? She doesn't have to. She could have been bitter.
The ship can't land. It can come down into our atmosphere, but
you gotta fly there.
I'll have to,
this could get intimate. Just like old times.
Fine.
I'll do it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it. I know he's super powerful and everything, but like, I'm worried about the logistics of him carrying both. How do you carry the suitcase and Debbie safely?
I'll let you know when we find Thrag.
Oh, that's how. This is scary. We're like alone on Earth.
What just happened?
Your parents are getting back together.
The view through the main screen is really spectacular.
Nolan shooting his shot with his ex-wife.
Fine.
I'll view it, but I won't enjoy it. Oh, she can't help herself. It's so beautiful. I hope to go to space at one point. Too soon. Hold off on that.
Would you consider doing a debrief with Donald, so at least we know what might be coming our way?
Of course.
I mean, good to see them united also. Been a long road.
The whole world will get behind us on this.
Oh, but no, it's not. No, not this time. That is very Viltrum. Mark's visions are very accurate. Like, it's exactly what the Viltrumites would do. Knife hands, jaw ripping. I don't know. Cecil's sort of that wild card that you can't count out. You know, kind of like Batman.
We can do the debrief in a few days. Donald.
Also charitable.
Give Mark a lift home.
Yeah. I mean, my personal feeling, and I think there's a lot of evidence for this, is that Cecil isn't all mercenary, right? He is mercenary, but I think he genuinely does care about people. At this point, this house is just a character of its own. Nice, quiet hum sound effect, too. You know what? To pull a card from, like, seasons past, maybe this would be a good time to train, you know? If we have some time. There's always training. God knows you're gonna need it.
Hey. Just been sitting here?
Yes?
You should go out for a flight. No destination, not looking for trouble, just a flight. It'll help.
I don't want to.
You probably should do it
Exactly why you
anyway.
should.
Right, yeah. That means there's probably something there for you. It's like that whole, like, go for a walk thing, but just way cooler. Enviably cool. I think I would spend a lot less time at home if I could fly. I mean, absolutely, I would. They look like a different art style for a second. Was that a reference? I'm worried they're just gonna, like, show up, you know? The show's done a lot of that this season. The emotional Mark montage. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know. I never know. I think I'm not gonna fall for it, but I know that would work so well that could be, or not. I'm getting a little bit annoyed. How many times? It could be though, but no. Yes, no. No, I'm leaning no. Yes? No.
Yes.
Yes! No! What?
We are here.
Okay, All Might. That's a weird perversion of that sentence. So this is real. Well, yeah, nothing has changed. This looks real. Right, okay. I have a feeling that maybe there's more to this. There's more to this than just like, I'm gonna come kill you.
I've done nothing to your planet. Yet.
And that's charitable, honestly.
What do you want?
Viltrum's ascension.
I was made Grand Regent of Viltrum to lead our people from darkness and ensure the future of our race. It has not been easy.
Tell me more, Thrag.
Barely a whisper of who we once were. But still more than enough to tear this planet in half.
It's true.
It would be fair repayment for the many offenses you have given us.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely spin it that way, right? They did just destroy the Earth for their planet without any warning. If you were trying to eye for an eye, that's what you would do, right? I just had the thought, well, I mean, obviously, Thrag is very convicted. Just speculating, but it's not hard for me to imagine that actually the fact that there are so few Viltrumites makes the conviction greater. It's really, really important what you do now. This is it. It's make or break. I also was thinking more about the conviction thing. And I was thinking the challenge is trying to hit the intersection where one dimension of it is conviction. Like you have no doubt at all that what you're doing is right and you will devote your entire being to it and you'll die for it if you have to. But the other is like, I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but like, let's just call it correctness. You know, like you're right. This actually is good. It is important. You have enough wisdom so that you have properly selected your conviction. And maybe the optimal point, what really is heroic is when you have both. Because we know what it looks like to have conviction alone or to have conviction and and, you know, whatever the opposite of it is. No correctness or whatever. That's just people doing all manner of horrible things with great conviction. But I think it's also obvious that being very wise or being very correct while having no conviction is just sort of useless. I think that's the challenge. I think that's why a very common part of the hero story is kind of that struggle, right? Because you're not going to be able to get the correctness dimension of it right out of the gate. You know, you're going to have to live and have some experience first. And I think sometimes the conviction is sort of a meta conviction and like, I'm going to figure this out, you know? My conviction is to be at that apex, which requires sort of like sacrificing what you think you know when you encounter things that are better. Conviction alone is just zealotry. I mean, actually, it's more complicated than that. We can apply this assessment to multiple issues that kind of all get bundled together. Like, for example, I don't really take an issue with the part of Thrag's conviction that's like, my people. He is the leader of Viltrum. That's his role. But I do take issue with this conviction for what that looks like, you know, the application of it, the superiority element of it, the crimes against living things.
Let me explain your future to you.
Mark's not gonna like this.
We will live among you. Wear your clothes. Walk your streets.
What was this?
We will disappear within your society.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Let's finish this idea. This is so far non-violent, at least.
They will save us nonetheless, as we use them to birth our salvation.
Damn, look at Krieg or whatever. Looking pretty cool.
We will rebuild our race.
This is very interesting.
Your very existence proves this is possible.
Right.
We will not influence, affect, aid, or endanger Earth in any way, as long as we are undisturbed.
Wow, this is sort of crazy.
Do you and your planet accept my terms?
Can I think about it for a few minutes?
Choose annihilation.
Do I gotta answer on the spot?
Both our people.
It's so like out of left field. I'm not prepared for this question. I feel like I took a test and the teacher slipped in a question that like we just never did in class. So how was I supposed to study for it? That's not fair. I don't know. At first glance, I don't really have an issue with like the living on Earth peacefully, if that actually is what they do. I'm not a fan of deception or lying. And so if they're like hiding it, I think that's wrong. But that's kind of like at a mundane level of wrong that all humans live on anyway. You know, like, it's at the level of normal relationship deception. You lie about how many sexual partners you've had or something. Yeah, I'm totally a human, baby. I mean, more than that, right? Like, I've killed a lot of alien species, baby. I'm potentially very dangerous, and your kids also will be Viltrumites. Those are pretty serious lies. But again, they're like very serious lies in the category of like human sins. It doesn't feel to be in the same category to me as we're gonna come here and like forcefully enslave you and kill any dissenters. Though that's the other part of it is that, well, like, I don't know, is it a threat if you're not doing anything wrong? I'm gonna live peacefully, and if you interfere with our ability to live peacefully, we'll get violent. I don't know, man. That's kind of just how things work. And then there's the emotional issue of like, we're just gonna hate this. We're gonna hate the thought of it. But there's maybe a little bit of hypocrisy there for someone like Mark, for example, given what we've seen from Nolan, you know? Turns out that redemption is a thing in the universe of Invincible. Like, yeah, I just want to live and I want to keep my people alive and like have families. I think the most practical level of concern is if you actually can trust the peace, right? Like 5 minutes ago, you were this and now suddenly you're that. And how do we know there isn't some larger plot later? Okay, yeah, we increase our numbers. And then when that's sufficient, we just go back to what we were. That I think is a real concern. But yeah, the actual mechanisms, the specifics of what he's suggesting, I don't know, it's not so upsetting.
If you think I'll let you live here.
Oh no.
Let you use us to breed. Let you get stronger on my planet after everything you've done.
You're right, I will.
No.
Wow. I admire the courage.
My answer. My answer is...
He's scared. He's really scared. And you were right to be scared. Wow. Crazy shot. Eve's here also. Let's see.
My answer is...
On a trial basis.
Yes.
I mean, it's also like, I don't know, it's not for Mark to unilaterally decide, but Cecil's not going to like this.
The universe is strange.
Yes.
In a way, you've become our savior. Willing or not.
Wow.
What have I done?
You did become your father in a very strange way. Strange universe.
Of every living thing on this planet. You will not hear from me again.
I mean, there's also the pragmatic element to this of we're not going to beat Thrag anyway, so this buys us time. We have more to gain from time by strategizing than they have to gain by time through breeding, because breeding takes a long time, like 18 years or so.
You have got to be fucking kidding me. Another agreement on interplanetary munitions later?
Yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense. Don't do this, Alan. This reminds me of Apothecary Diaries. How the prince is just like bogged down in work when you have so many other important things to do, like being beautiful.
Maybe Thetis let Thrag kill him on purpose.
Wait,
He wanted the sweet release of death.
Is running the coalition of planets too much for the mighty Alan?
Kinda, yeah. You sure you don't
Not
want
his
the
gift,
job?
though. Not his gift. He wasn't
I
built for
already
this.
have a job.
He was built for killing and hugging.
A message from beyond the grave. Thetis left it for you in case of his.
Yeah.
Let me guess. If I know Thetis is speechless, now is our time. If we work really hard, maybe we win? I don't know. We might be able to do it. It's not impossible. So yeah, let's go do it. The Viltrumites are strong, but, you know, we also are alive.
Alan, I am dead. I know you will live up to the responsibility I have cursed you with.
On this, I agree with Thetis.
I have hidden a
Don't pick up the
weapon of
genocide
last resort.
mantle, Alan. Don't do this, Alan.
It is inexorable death for any and all Viltrumites.
I'm guessing that includes
I
Mark
only
and Oliver.
hesitated to use it because it may also strike down those with similar genetics.
There it is,
Mark's
yeah.
people, for instance.
Right.
For the good of all living beings. Use the Scourge virus to finish what I started.
Nah, I don't think Alan would do that. If I know Alan,
every last Viltrumite must die.
It's like the ring. It's like the one ring. But there's no way. I don't buy that as a cliffhanger. Alan, Captain Hugs over here? No way. Wow. That was Invincible Season 4. It was amazing. My favorite part was the abortion. That was the highest high. And then the lowest low, of course, the death of Paul and Debbie's relationship. I don't think anyone will ever be the same. Jokes aside, I mean, wow. There was no, like, burying it this season, right? We're on our way to begin a mission to fight the Viltrumites. Oh, look, there are the Viltrumites. The war has begun. And now we're going to retaliate. We're going to take it to their planet. Oh, look, they're here. They're in the atmosphere just waiting for us. So many great moments. I mean, I think definitely, like, stacked towards the latter half. Conquest Mark fight, amazing. Oliver, Nolan bonding, amazing. Thrag, just such a pleasant surprise. Such a great character in his own right. His plan, kind of mind-blowing. Like, I've never seen anything like this that's so non-obvious. And, like, what do you do with this? I'm not sure. I feel like I need the time off between season 4 and season 5 to think about it. Is what Thrag is suggesting wrong in itself? Kind of suspending for a second maybe the micro wrongs that are happening there to make that plan come to fruition. Like, you know, deceiving your partner, pretending you're some hipster as opposed to, you know, like a planet-conquering Superman. Thrag's biggest crime, wanting to procreate. I mean, let he who is without sin. Unless, of course, you're Eve. Hard to even, like, pick what stands out as the best thing. I mean, all that's great. It's all so exciting. It's so compelling. 4 seasons in now, I mean, it's not a surprise at this point, but just thinking about the show as a whole, it's surprising and impressive how deep the characters go. And, you know, how much I've grown to like them over time. Like, I really love Debbie. I really love Oliver. I'm so surprisingly touched by the father-son stuff this season in both directions. The forgiveness that's possible, the challenge that is for the show to try to undertake. I imagine there are some people who would just hate that thought, right? Like, how can we reconcile the fact that someone who did something so atrociously terrible can go on to, like, be happy and have a good relationship with people? That's not fair, right? But, I mean, like I said, again, that's just the complexity. That's the burden. The raw truth of it is that snapshots are simple, but people don't exist in snapshots. They exist in time, and, like, time is sort of a crazy thing. Time or event or whatever. I also really like the fact that Mark caved. Maybe that looks bad, maybe it looks weak, but it's so sympathetic and so understandable. And I also know it's not the final resting place, right? Mark is always sort of led with his emotions, I think, but he also is a good kid, and, like, he kind of catches up. He kind of drowns in it, and he suffers, and he gets lost, and then, like, he gets his bearings, and he comes out of it one better. Right? I think that's been the story of his journey over the 4 seasons. If the past is any indication, he'll emerge out of this a better man too. He will rise to the level of great hero.